Okay. This is mental health month. Now, I don't know why mental health got a month, whereas 98% of the world population is going through some mental health crisis, like every day. What do you think is causing all this road rage? All these killings? I am telling you, because mankind is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. While technology is getting smarter, we are getting dumber. And you know the saying, educated fool, that's what we're dealing with. That's who's running the country or running the world. Educated fools. They are being elected by idiots. And what do idiots elect? Other idiots. And we're still going through this crisis of voting rights being violated. Come on, who are we voting for? I mean, really, what difference does it make who's in office? We still going to be at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay? It don't matter who's in office. You may see an inch of growth, but not even that inch of growth is going to be felt by every black person in this country. And it don't matter how much money you got. You still can be a victim of a violent crime. You could still be marred with depression, sickness, death of a loved one, or even violently killed. So really, we just fighting a losing battle. We need to just get back to the basics. Love one another. Treat each other fairly. Treat each other as a equal. Love your neighbor. Love your family. Love yourself. I mean, because all that other stuff is just temporary, could be wiped away with the next earthquake, hurricane, tornado, fire, or just some random thief or some random dumbass that's dealing with mental illness, as they say. You know, really, we need to get back to the basics and learn how to get along. Learn how to accept everyone as they are. Help one another. Stop being so worried about your self, your happiness. That's why a lot of these young women are so depressed, because they just, oh, I don't like the way I look. Oh, I don't like the way I'm dressing. Oh, I can't stand where I'm living. Oh, I can't stand my job. And there's 100 million other people that wish they could say the same thing. Come on. You really, if you don't like it, do better. But you ain't got to be all mad and depressed at the world because things ain't the way you want them. Why are you depressed? I literally seen people just nitpick trying to find something to make themselves depressed. Now, if that's what you call mental illness, okay. But do you know living with somebody with mental illness makes you mental ill too? I'm telling you, I literally had a person, as soon as they walk in the door, you feel like you just want to shoot yourself. That's how depressing that they are. And the bad part about it is, it's like the person. We are just weak. Black women are weak. We are getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. Every 10 years, we are getting so weak that we could hardly stand up. Ain't no more strong women. The strong women left in the 60s left. That's where I think we hit a plateau. 1969. And you know what happened? Yeah. Black women were strong then. Black women knew how to take care of stuff. They could cook, clean, sew, garden, uh, raise your kids, and have a job. Some of them. Respectful. The kids was respectful. All that and went out the window. All that went out in the when the 70s hit. All that was just trickling down. By the time 75 got here, it was almost, you couldn't even see it. It was nothing but a distant memory by then. And I ain't gonna say it's society's fault. Because for one thing, the women's supposed to be uh, bringing up other women. Strong women bring up strong women. Now you having these women out here fighting on the corner, shooting each other, stealing, going to jail, beating their kids, killing their kids, selling their kids. Don't even know how to sew a sock. Oh, and don't even ask them to raise a garden. They don't know how to sew, cook, clean. 90% of them. When they clean the house, they clean, it be done in 30 minutes. When we was growing up, it was all day clean. Women ain't got time for that. They got to work. They got to take care of all these kids. These kids out here, well, I ain't going to say kids. These women out here having 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. You would think somebody with 10 kids would have a farm with a bunch of chickens running around. And then you make it so bad. They always talking about these women, going living in these uh what you call them, projects. And can you imagine living in a project with 1,000 people, living in a projects with 5, 6 kids? They all that's a scary thought. And I could just imagine it was a scary place. But these women kept on having kids. You had to have a kid to get a place. Unless you go out and work. Talk to me.